Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Good Thursday morning. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Dominic Ben. Here's a look at our top stories this morning. This morning, 2 people are dead and a third hurt. Police on Parkway, and at some point, someone inside of one of the vehicles opened fire on the other vehicle. We are waiting to learn the condition of the third person and the names of the 2 killed. This is an active and ongoing investigation. If you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers immediately. The Shreveport Fire Department responded to a fire at a local restaurant on Uri Drive. Fire crews on scene reported heavy smoke coming from the upper portion of the restaurant. Crews safely evacuated diners and employees and then extinguished the fire from the building's roof. Officials say no one was hurt. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents, also known as ICE, took 2 people into custody with the help of the Natchitoches Parish Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office says 2 people driving a truck led ICE agents on a brief chase. It happened near the Oak Grove area before the truck stopped on Highway 3191. One person was immediately taken into custody while the second person ran off. Deputies and police officers helped ICE agents search the area, capturing the second person. Both are now in custody of ICE agents. The Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office says they have arrested one of their former deputies. Andre Stevens is accused of collecting pay while not working. The Caddo Sheriff's Office says that his violation of the policy resulted in a loss of more than $14,000. Caddo Parish deputies say the former deputy enlisted in the U.S. Army Reserves in 2024. He was still employed with the Sheriff's Office at the time, and their policy allows for pay to bridge the gap between military and sheriff's salaries during basic training. Stevens returned from basic training in February of this year. However, he did not return to work after his allotted 90 days. He continued to receive pay until his abrupt resignation. In September, he faces 1 count of theft. Texarkana is gearing up for major street and drainage improvements after voters approved a bond election this week. City leaders say the $25 million bond package will help tackle longstanding infrastructure issues. The city lists dozens of streets for improvements. Officials expect work to start soon. Mayor Alan Brown says the upgrades will make roads safer and reduce costly maintenance in the future. Local attorney Jacqueline Scott says she wants to help families have a great Thanksgiving. Later this morning, she's giving away turkeys. The giveaway starts at 9 this morning at her office at 1111 Piermont Road in Shreveport. And now we're kicking off our Coats for Kids drive, and we still need your help. We want to make sure that kids in the Arklatex have coats that they need for the winter. This is the 37th year KSLA has partnered with Porter's Fine Dry Cleaning. You can drop off new or gently used coats at any Porter's Fine Dry Cleaners location. And here in the Weather Center with Evan. So what's going on?
A little bit of trouble around this morning.
Rain.
Rain's back, and it's the first time it's been back in over 3 weeks now. So it's going to supply us with help for our drought woes at least, but might make for a little bit of a rough morning commute for a few of you. And essentially, if you're along or north of I-30, you got rain troubles. We'll tell you when the rest of you are getting rain in the next 2 days coming up.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning. Welcome on. We're tracking on to showers and storms all across the northern end of the Arklatex, which should stay there pretty much throughout the morning. The rest of us should be dry throughout Thursday. We'll go over that forecast here in just a moment. But I want to keep you first alert and tracking all these storms again that are along and north of I-30. Still a complete rain blanket on top of Idabel, DeQueen, Nashville, all with scattered storms continuing moderate to heavy rainfall. And probably the newest development of this hour is starting to get some storms into spots of Texarkana. We formed some storms just on the southwest corner of town. Been pushing up I-30, and we're bringing in more storms out of New Boston and Hooks that are going to make it a pretty rainy commute and for Texarkana over the next hour or two. That's how long it's going to take to get that cluster finally out of here before finally drying things up here for the bulk of the day today. Notice how that cluster doesn't hit the rest of the Arklatex. Then heading into around 8 p.m. tonight, that's when storms can come back. Yes, late tonight, starting with the same areas that I've already gotten rain out now, and that's going to continue to roll in a couple rain showers into the rest of the region. But notice how the line weakens greatly as it tries to get into northwest Louisiana here for Shreveport and Natchitoches. It will still probably hit a little bit of some light rain showers into the overnight hours and leading into a few stray clusters that are still possible into the early to mid-morning hours of tomorrow before fully drying things up just in time for a beautiful weekend. We got another round of storms here early next week. All right, first I checked your traffic now. Heading on into first Texarkana underneath the rainy skies. Starting to see a few little slowdowns at some of those red lights here at this hour. Everything else is looking nice and good. I will next up, I-20 construction zone. Stop and go traffic that's almost stretching all the way back to Industrial Boulevard. There's a tiny delay going eastbound. We got a little delay on Benton Road going southbound. And lastly, quick check into Jimmy Davis Bridge. Hey, that's looking mostly good air at this hour. Hey, coming up, we're keeping you first aware and first alert all about those storms. We'll continue to have the details of the rainy skies across the next 2 days.
And you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app. You can join us right here for our next newscast at 9 o'clock this morning. Also at 9 o'clock, local attorney Jacqueline Scott is giving away turkeys, and we will stream that giveaway for you. And then right after that, what you got going on, Evan?
Got my first alert with a breakdown at 10:30. That we'll talk all about the storms again for over the next 2 days.
All right, thank you so much. Every weekday at 7 o'clock in the morning and 9 at night, you can watch KSLA News Now, and we will stream your top stories on the KSLA News 12 app, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We're going to leave you with a look at traffic. Have a great day.